Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This past week, we put out a call for people to submit battles of any kind to us, and we would go over them in a video. Well, we got a lot more than we were expecting, but we will be getting to all of them. For today, we'll be going over a battle from CaptGoldfish and his Rank 8 GBL Ultra League battles. His team consists of Cresselia, Honchkrow, and Charizard, so let's break down the meta and look at these Pokemon's roles before we get into the game. The big heavy hitter in Season 1 of Ultra League was Giratina, and it's still relevant, but everyone is preparing for it now. The common counter to Giratina used to be Togekiss, and the third in the Hyper Meta line would be Swampert. Other Pokemon to look out for are Registeel, Articuno, Cresselia, now that it has the new move Grass Knot, which moves it up to the top of the rankings, Venusaur, Clefable, Hariyama, and Machamp. This video was taken before Obstagoon was released, but he is running wild all over the Ultra League currently. Alolan Muck has been making its way into Season 2 of Ultra League, as it can take out the Giratina Cresselia core and pressure fairies to shield. So, how does our team of Cresselia, Charizard, and Honchkrow fit into this? Well, for those of you who don't know CaptGoldfish, he's known for drawing raid guides that always feature a shiny Murkrow, so Honchkrow has to be on the team. It runs Snarl, Sky Attack, and Dark Pulse. This lets it target Giratina, Cresselia, Mewtwo, and Grass types, as well as other Dark types, and it can even pressure fighters to shield. While it doesn't outright win these matchups, Snarl paired with Sky Attack and Dark Pulse puts a lot of pressure on the opponent to use their shields correctly. Charizard can target the Steel types that give Honchkrow trouble, as well as having Dragon Claw to chip away at Giratina, and Blast Burn for very strong neutral damage on other Pokemon. Finally, Cresselia. Cresselia is a new top-notch Ultra League Pokemon, and it serves as an overall generalist. Cresselia, despite its psychic typing, can actually take down Giratina altered form because it has access to Moonblast. Moonblast gives Cresselia a lot of outs in otherwise bad type matchups. So we have several different ways to damage Giratina, and we also have a double flyer strat with Charizard being able to pressure the Steel types that would normally counter that. This Cresselia is not running Grass Knot, so we will have to look out for a shielded Swampert, as Cresselia is the only one on the team that can comfortably handle that. Let's get into the battles. Right away, we get the Cresselia Mirror. This can go on for a long time and could lead to a hardcore rock paper scissors battle in the back with a Charizard against Swampert or Honchkrow against a Registeel. CaptGoldfish makes a smart play here by over-farming and then letting the opponent throw his energy. Moonblast won't do much against Cresselia, so he's going to let it go unshielded, saving his own for a better target. As the Moonblast comes in, he queues up a switch to get that turn-perfect swap into Honchkrow. This is a tough choice to make, as it lets his opponent swap out into a counter, and seeing as Honchkrow is not the strongest Pokemon in PvP, this makes it pretty risky. The opponent decides to stay in, and they trade shields. Having stayed in to get the first Moonblast off, he could have also queued up a switch, as there wasn't a CMP tie, and then not ending up using his two shields in this matchup. The opponent waited so long that the timer is back up and we can swap out Honchkrow to use his leftover energy for later. We send our Cresselia back in and our opponent answers with Registeel. With shields down on both sides, Registeel is going to be able to finish off Cresselia and also put some pressure on the other two Pokemon as he has an energy advantage. Our opponent finally shows that he is indeed capable of switching and shows us the Swampert. Because we still have our switch timer up, we can go back into Honchkrow and start launching some Sky Attacks to chip away at Swampert. With just enough energy to get a Dragon Claw, Charizard can take out Swampert, and then the Registeel just quits. Let's go back to that lead matchup and see exactly what went wrong for our opponent. When CaptGoldfish switched into Honchkrow, we have to look at what the possible outcomes are for each matchup. Every Pokemon he has can fight Honchkrow, and he has a Registeel or his own Cresselia to fight the mirror matchup. Because Cresselia has Grass Knot, he doesn't want Swampert to have to fight it. If he stays in, he has to trade shields to get pressure on Honchkrow, but he still loses. He doesn't know that we have a Charizard in the back, and at this point, seeing the Cresselia leave, this is his best chance to get Swampert into a positive matchup. But instead, he plays a betting game to hope he can line up a better rock, paper, scissors matchup with his other two Pokemon. If he wants to fight Cresselia with Registeel, then Swampert should be coming in here, and if he wants to fight the Cresselia Mirror, then Registeel should be coming in. Either way, he's throwing away shields and momentum by not punishing the off-meta pick and the switch timer. With GBL being a blind best of one, you have to try and take as many positive matchups as you can, and with proper team building, you should be able to push advantages to win your games, even if your advantage is a rock, paper, scissors lead matchup. Thank you all for watching. We hope this video can help you improve your own gameplay, and don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all our PvP content and guides.